Global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Global Happiness today. Comrade Deji Adeyanju, the human rights activist, has been trending and has set the internet agog for hours now over his very strong claims and allegation of integrity tests against Peter Obi, where he laid strong claim that Peter Obi is not the saint we know, that actually he came Nicodemously to offer him money, offer him cash, of which he vehemently rejected. And this is what he said on social media. Let me quote him. He said to the supporters of Obi, saying that he gave me a lot. That is why I'm now criticizing him. Go and ask him. I met him recently. He offered me money and I rejected it. I told him money has never been my problem and can never be my problem. Now we they even bring money to support people. This was the words he said that got a lot of Nigerians, a lot of obedient supporters, aflamed. They came on him, they spoke a lot. Well, as we speak, it looks like Deji have put himself in a very tight corner. Permit me to say it's almost a smelling corner where you have to swallow back your words. The likes of I'm surprised a lot of us don't learn from experience or from mistakes other people make. Remember what Father Mbaka had to apologize, swallow his words simply because of the same words he said. This time around, he didn't even say uh, Peter Obi gave him money. It was a case of Peter Obi is too stingy. Now, this one is not saying Peter Obi is not like, paraphrasing, that Peter Obi is not the same people think. He actually saw me, tried to give me some money, so I rejected it. He backtracked. He had to come back and say, because the whole thing trended very strongly. Nigerians were surprised. But then, Peter Obi is seen as the grand patron of Stingy Men Association, and Stingy Men Association are proud to have him simply because what? They are not just stingy, they are stingy for the right reasons because they cannot be given free money. Hence, the Stingy Men Association adopted him in. But as we speak, it looks like Comrade Adeyanju is now forced to swallow his words. In the same vein, we also have Northerners who have decided that since these influencers have decided to be, speaking at both sides of the mouth, a prominent Northern social media person have decided to employ 10 to 20 Hausa influencers that will be speaking and talking in Hausa language so that those who do not understand English in Hausa and can read Hausa language very fluently on social media will understand who Peter Obi is and why they must, as a matter of urgency, vote him massively in the northern part. Okay, let's find out the words that Adeyanju said that is making people to laugh him to scorn. So that is he's shaming me, good or no good. There's anything like that. In shame they shame me. Too bad. Look at his words, and I quote him. He said, "This is not what I said or meant. Simply responded to some of his supporters in anger who accused me of getting Allah to criticize him. The goal was simply to say not all those who criticize your preferred candidate are doing it because of inducement." But what stopped you, with due respect to you, Comrade Deji Adeyanju, what stopped you from saying it this way? You made it look as if Peter Obi had integrity problem, that he is, the Igbos will say, Mara Mara Nehu Bompete Nazu, meaning good guy in front, evil at the back, or nice guy in front, a saint in front, worse than the devil behind. There are words you say give the wrong connotation or meaning. Alright, the meaning was what everyone deduced. Even Sahara Reporter had to make it go viral over your statement. Now you are now forced to swallow back your words simply because you said things you ought not to say, or the manner in which you said it. Look at this English is well spoken, well articulated. Why didn't you say it that same way? Why did you have to make it look as if now they give money? Peter Obi, with due respect, he has shown in a higher level. The man no dey drop shishi. You have to go show him project, and if the project is worth giving, he will support you in millions, if not hundreds of millions. But if it is to throw free money, shishi, kobo, diri, you will not see. That's an open wake grown man, open wake a businessman that grew up in on a main market. They don't throw free money. They work hard for their money. So he's a mixed breed, a proper blend of a businessman to the core who grew up understanding his father's business and a proper groomed man who went ahead and studied abroad. So he's a blend, he's a hybrid of the type we are looking for in Nigeria. So if he is a hybrid, you understand what it means to have good money, and you also understand what it means not to throw it freely. Adeyanju, you form a hand. And you form a hand now. You have to be forced to swallow your words. A lot of Nigerians, of course, have started reacting. I feel so sad as well. Honestly, I was like, Adeyanju, you too. But I was like, Adeyanju is one person who doesn't tell a lie. At least over the years as an activist and a comrade. But then again, Mr. Obi is one person that even in public glare with the strong supporters of Mbaka tried to put him in the corner so that he will compulsorily, make a seed or make a pledge. He refused to make a pledge in private. He also refused to make a pledge in public. He said, I told you before when I met you in my office secretly, I'm going to say it again in public, that give me a project. That let us look into it and see how we can, look around how to execute that project. Mbakata was those kind of persons that you can use public shame to shame. Peter Obi is a big boy. Big boys don't need to prove anything to anybody. If you're a confirmed big boy, you don't need to begin to try to impress anybody, because whether you're impressed or not, it's already confirmed. So that's how his mentality is. Look at how he's swallowing back his words. So pitiable. Let's just feel the pulse of Nigerians, one or two, and we'll wrap this up. I'm so ashamed. Now, just I even wondered, are you sure he's the same person that tweeted? He's the same person. He tweeted the first one. He deleted the tweet. You have to delete it because he didn't know it was going to go viral. Why won't you know you're a verified handler? You're verified. So whatever comes to your stable is seen as authentic. And you now came back and now swallow your words. Peter Obi, the kind of God you serve is a unique one. Hold him well. It is your God that is fighting for you. There's something about Peter Obi that anybody who accuses him will swallow his words. And Baka swallowed this word. In fact, Baka had to apologize. Are we not tired? Are we not learn? Reno, the other time, came on I think Arise, one of these media houses, and tongue-lashed Peter Obi. The way obedient supporters followed him up, he apologized. There's something about Peter Obi. People should be careful with that man called Peter Obi. There's something about him that keeps vindicating him each time you accuse him. His hands are clean. Let's just take one or two people and we'll wrap it up. This one says, well, as you can see, from all indication, the guy is hungry. And that's why he's saying what he's saying. He said, forget all these so-called hungry activists that will tell you they don't have a candidate. They're either supporting Atiku or Tinubu, just that they're afraid of public opinion if they come out open. So they have to do that codedly. But this particular coded one has made him look so... I feel, honestly, I'm so ashamed.